Welcome back to Sports Fans Only with your boy, Sean Mack. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for stopping by. Today I'm going to be talking about the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl loss against the Eagles in Super Bowl 59 down in New Orleans. But I want to see if people keep that same energy that they had before the Super Bowl. As the title says, the NFL and Patrick Mahomes fixed one issue with the Kansas City Super Bowl loss. So I want to see if people still keep that same energy. But remember, if you like today's content, make sure you share, like, and subscribe to the channel in the video. First off, I have a few things that I want to go through. First, let's take a look at Patrick Mahomes' stats from the Super Bowl. He was 21 of 32 for 257 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. And he was sacked 6 times. He had 3 turnovers that all led to TDs, and he had 1 fumble. That's not the Patrick Mahomes that I know. There had times during that game where he could have ran up the middle and he got fluttered feet. I know people say the pressure might have gave him fluttered feet, but it's not the first time that Patrick Mahomes has seen pressure in an NFL game and didn't make the right decision. He made bad decisions before, but this was a little bit over the top. I've been watching him for years. That wasn't Patrick Mahomes. Now, number 2. Everyone was saying that the NFL fixed games for Kansas City and Kelsey and Patrick Mahomes because of Taylor Swift. To keep that same energy, you can't say that anymore. Now, in my opinion, in my belief, I feel that the NFL let this happen. They wanted the Eagles to win to fix that one problem. Because I tell you this, either whichever side you're on, you can fill me with this statement. If the Kansas City Chiefs had won, so many people was going to be saying, see, they fixed it. They wanted to have Taylor Swift there on the stage after the Super Bowl. They wanted Patrick Mahomes to have 3 because he's the darling. Now, with the loss and in the manner of which they lost, that's been put to bed. But I'm kind of smart. I've been watching this for a while. I've actually done the interview with Brian Toohey, the author of The Fixes In, The Fixes In 2, and Grand Larceny, where he speak on how the left hand does something that the right hand don't know, and they're giving you the okey doke. So now everybody can say, see, it's not fixed because we let the Eagles won and they blew them out. So we definitely didn't want them to win. But this is another thing. Number 3, this is what I think. Patrick Mahomes will win another Super Bowl in the next 2 years. In my opinion, the NFL will make it up to Patrick. They're going to let him win 2 of the next 3 to 4 Super Bowls. Because remember, it just wasn't a YouTube thing or people sharing their feelings on the streets about how they feel the NFL is pushing for Kansas City. It was on prime time. It was on CBS. It was on Fox. It was on ESPN. It was on TNT. Any sports channel you name, they were talking about. And the topic and the question was, does the NFL push for Kansas City to win games, and do they have the refs making calls to make sure that Kansas City win games? So now that's been put to bed. We don't have to talk about that no more. So now, since you don't believe in that anymore, they can do whatever they want with Kansas City, and they can come back and win 2 of the next 3 to 4 Super Bowls, and no one will bat an eyelash in thinking that it's rigged. Some will, but they can always point back to Super Bowl 59 with the Eagles and say, see, we could have fixed that game and we didn't, but they did fix the game for them to lose. That's my opinion. I'm not being sore about it. I'm not being oh, that's my team and this and that. I do root for Kansas City, but I can see, I've been watching this a long time. I've been watching sports a long time. If you look closely, you can see sometimes when it's rigged and when it's not rigged. And if you're saying it's rigged, they're going to make sure that the opposite team wins. That's just how it goes. With that being said, in my opinion, this doesn't change my opinion of Patrick Mahomes on being the GOAT. He's accomplished more than anyone has in his first 8 years, and he's not even in his 30s yet. Tom Brady he won 3 Super Bowls. He went 10 years without winning the Super Bowl, and then he won 4 more on the back end. I think he played 21 seasons, right? So Patrick's in his 8th season. By that logic, he still has like another 14 seasons left, and you're going to honestly tell me you don't believe in the next 14 years, if Patrick Mahomes plays that long, that he won't get back to another Super Bowl and win a few more Super Bowls. So that him not being the GOAT, I think, is just a little premature to say that he's not, and I think it was premature to say that he is the GOAT. To me, he would at least had to get those 3 in a row and maybe win 2 more within the next 5 years to be considered the GOAT, because that would have had him at 6 with like at least another 8 to 10 years to play. And as I said, Brady went 10 years in between his 3rd Super Bowl and his 4th Super Bowl win. So just remember, watch out for the okie doke, y'all. Don't always believe the other people are wrong. Don't always believe that the other side is wrong and that you're right. Sometimes they want y'all to bicker in between each other so they can pull a okie doke similar to politics. But that's a whole nother story for another day. On that note, I've been Sean Mack, and this is Sports Fans Only. Holla.